construction of the new Dutch waterline started in 1815. This water defense line was built from the town of Malden near Amsterdam towards the Biesbos Delta. From 1880, the waterline was extended with the defense line of Amsterdam. Together, they served to defend the vesting Holland against the enemy from the east, who was stopped by flooding the land. Too deep to wade through, but too shallow to sail across. Nowhere in the world is this kind of inundation system as well developed as it is here. This makes this heritage unique on an international scale. In 1996, the defense line of Amsterdam was awarded the UNESCO World Heritage status. Though for the story to be complete, the new Dutch waterline should be included. That is why we are working towards one World Heritage Site, the Dutch Water Defense Lines. The Dutch water defense lines are unique, but they are also vulnerable. Our country is small and densely populated. We need housing, infrastructure and business space. We have to generate renewable energy, and we want to have nature and space for recreation as well. It is a complex challenge to arrange all these functions and protect the world heritage at the same time. And, well, what is it exactly that we are protecting? The majority of the buildings are protected by their monument status. Together with the landscape and the water system, they form the World Heritage Site. The site will not be isolated from its surroundings, but there are restrictions for developments within it. So what is allowed? And how do we go about it? The key message is that the core qualities of the heritage should not be affected. These qualities are different in individual areas. This could be a fortress with its prohibited circles, or canals, sluices and inundation plains. The coherence between all of these elements is important, because even though the water defense lines are no longer in use, one should still be able to understand the functioning of the system. Are you at a fortress? Then you should be able to imagine that the fields of fire, or forbidden circles, were open and clear because, of course, you had to see the enemy coming. Are you looking out over an inundation plain? Then imagine the field being flooded with water to a level just above your knees. A residential or business area would affect the openness of these areas. Buildings too near to a fortress have the same impact. The main defense line separates the safe and the unsafe side. The safe side was much more developed building-wise. New developments are easier to implement there. The unsafe side with its inundation plains was our shield. This side of the heritage should remain open. For new developments, the coherence of the elements of the heritage should be examined. The present situation is the starting point. Around the UNESCO site, a buffer zone was created, a protective layer. For new developments within the buffer zone, the view of the heritage as well as the view from it have to be taken into account. It is important that the structure and functioning of the waterline remain visible and can be experienced. Protection of the Dutch water defense lines demands close attention and tailor-made solutions. It is a joint search for solutions with the authorities, landowners and entrepreneurs, with the right balance between the heritage on the one side and the developments on the other. All for a good reason: the preservation of our unique world heritage for future generations.